Well, we got some interesting polling information today, ladies and gentlemen. So, Abacus Data, who, by the way, has a great track record, and Dave Coletto, who owns Abacus Data, doesn't have a personal vendetta against Pierre Poilievre like Frank Graves does, the owner of Ecos Polling. So let's have a look here. It looks like the Conservatives are maintaining a pretty big lead here. 209 seats, 93 for the Liberals, 23 for the Bloc, 15 for the NDP, 3 for the Green, Conservative majority government. And look at that map. Tell me this doesn't look more accurate based off of how Canada is feeling right now. Of course, there's going to be some seats in Toronto with Justin Trudeau leaving. Montreal, Ottawa, Halifax, yeah. Greater Vancouver, of course, big cities. But even then, they're still going to lose seats in Toronto and Montreal. Maybe not on the island. Well, there's a little bit of NDP right there, it looks like. But let's be honest here. When you have a pollster who has a really good track record, these are the numbers you're seeing. Yes, the Conservatives have absolutely lost a little bit of ground at 41% and the Liberals at 29%. But the Liberals, they're going to max out around this number. I'm telling you, there's no way they get over 30% with Mark Carney. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, that being said, we go over here and just have a look at the breakdown by region. Atlantic Canada, up 5 points. Quebec, okay, the Liberals are in first place now. It's not good, but I think the Bloc is going to maintain 27 to 30% of the vote there. Ontario, Liberals ahead by the Conservatives ahead by 14 points. I mean, it's a blowout in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, even BC, 40 to 27. By gender, female voters, 39 to 30 for the Conservatives, male voters, 44 to 29. These numbers are lining up with what most people think is really going on. Yes, there's a spike for the Liberals. But, I mean, there's pollsters that have had, a 20-point swing or a 25-point swing, right? It's just like the Liberals at, 20% or less than 20. I think they were at 17 at one point, all the way up to 37. And it's like there's, in 2 months, with nothing happening in government, with government prorogued, it doesn't even make any sense. Right, so let's have a look here. Let's go back. Because I know Ipsos came out with a poll, too, the other day. I didn't even bother covering it because, look, 38 to 36, that doesn't even make any sense. How could the Liberals be up 2 points when they were down by like 20 just 2 months ago? So that's the thing about polls. The other thing you should do as well, if for some reason Abacus Data's website and Polymarket's website aren't loading up for me right now, but if you want to go to Polymarket, check out the odds. That also shows you where the polling numbers, or the correct polling numbers are, because when you put money on something, if you're wrong, you lose your business. Right? If you're wrong as a pollster, you can be wrong. There's tons of pollsters who are wrong in the States. They're still in business. It doesn't affect them that much. I also love how 338 gives Ipsos and Ecos and Nanos an A+ rating, but they give Abacus A-, even though they're way more accurate historically. It's very interesting. But either way, the good news is Pierre Poilievre has not, blown this lead. What's happening right now is very predictable. And yes, Liberals are more united right now. We'll see what happens. But, I mean, it's just, let's be honest. Even if some of these NDP supporters leave and support the Liberals, there's still more people who are conservative, centrist, libertarian, populist. They're all on Team Pierre Poilievre right now because the left sucks. And they're corrupt. And the NDP kept the Liberals in power for years. When the NDP, if they had called an election back in March, there's a decent chance they would have been in second place. But Jagmeet Singh, you dropped the ball, and now you're going back to fourth place. And if the party's smart, they're going to remove you as leader because you're terrible. I'm going to make another video about that ad. Did you guys see that ad he put out the other day? I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. Don't look for it. Just wait for my video. It'll be funny, I promise. It was an absolute joke. I laughed my ass off for like an hour. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Like, he's a clown. Trudeau's a clown. That's why he's resigning, because he was at like 17, 18%. The Liberals were never going to stay there with a new leader. There's going to be some reinvigoration, some hope from the left, some NDP supporters moving over to try to stop those evil Conservatives, even though they continue to vote for parties that destroy this country. But they're never going to be able to stop them. And I don't know if the results are in from the Ontario election yet. Actually, I just thought about that now as I finished work. But I'm going to check into that too. But it looked like the Conservatives were going to win big time there too, and that's good news because Ontario, if you're Pierre Poilievre, you need Ontario. But we'll see. If I do see the results of the Ontario election, I'll be posting a video about that shortly as well. So let me know what you think. Do you think that Abacus has it right, or at least closer to the truth than, say, Ecos? Please don't be shy. I really enjoy engaging with you guys. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.